let's keep going. I hope we can pull more people into this conversation to try to crack this ancient inscription that still nobody's talking about. Big thanks to Josian1 for continuing to discuss this Eunelos inscription. We need the effort. We need more novel ideas, like Josian has been brave enough to suggest another addition of a couple of other locative references in the text. I had argued for a location called Hanan Nasod, or Hercleopolis, as being tied to this Enazi, because it's the same name basically. Look at Flinders Petrie's book, Enasia. I'm really excited that we've got another angle to consider from Josian. So what do? If Josian thinks that this might be a reference to Ionia, a part of Greece, we should look at evidence from Ionia. We should look at books from people who dug up some of these historical sites. I suggested looking at Flinders Petrie's book, Enasia, and now we've got another option. So we can look over here in Enasia for things that I expect to see. Like, I expect to see a reference to, or a picture of a very obscure young god called Ihi, because he's common around there, and because you can't really tell the difference in spelling between Ihi and Yahweh at this point in history. It's really hard to tell the difference between names like these because of the way that Egyptian dealt with what I'll call, possibly controversially, a lot of vowels in these names. So we've got another angle now. So we can investigate Enasia and look at the other books. There's actually a few more really valuable books other than Petrie's Enasia, which is not one of his better books, but there's more evidence from that area. And we can also look at evidence from the locations that Josian is referring to. So we've got stuff to investigate. This is not a dead end. This is wide open. And it's exciting. And it's Greek, which is great because there's a lot more academic expertise around the Greek language. So I think that the scholars will be able to juggle some different possibilities of interpretations for the Eunelos inscription in a more sophisticated way than when we're talking about the Semitic languages, which the discussion of the grammar of the Semitic languages is not as advanced as the academic knowledge of the Greek language. Got out of the shower. Here's topic number 2, hair loss. Use finasteride. So if you're losing your hair, you might start with this. Move on to that. If that's not working, you might become a woman.